Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. Nick Newman's investigation. Over in Los Angeles, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, has a ton of questions regarding Noah Newman's Lucas Adams accident, and he'll go searching for answers. Will he work with Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen, to find more information on Noah's car crash and whether there was something shady going on? Nick Newman's latest storyline on Young and the Restless takes a thrilling turn as he launches an intense investigation that could change everything for the Newman family. Known for his strong sense of justice and fierce loyalty to his loved ones, Nick has often found himself walking a fine line between businessman, brother, and protector. But this time, he's diving headfirst into dangerous territory, following a trail of secrets, lies, and hidden motives that could shake Genoa City to its core. The calm, level-headed Nick we know may soon face his toughest test yet. One that challenges not only his moral compass, but also his ability to trust those closest to him. It all begins with a mysterious event that throws the Newman family into chaos. Something doesn't add up in the latest corporate dealings surrounding Newman Enterprises, and Nick can't shake the feeling that someone within their inner circle is manipulating events from the shadows. At first, he tries to stay out of it, focusing on his work and his children, but as the inconsistencies pile up, his instincts take over. Nick has always been the moral backbone of the Newman clan. Less ruthless than Victor, less calculated than Victoria, but far more principled. However, his determination to uncover the truth sometimes puts him in direct conflict with his own family's interests, and this time is no different. When a trusted associate of the Newmans suddenly disappears after hinting at a major scandal involving corporate espionage, Nick starts to dig deeper. What he uncovers sends chills down his spine. Secret meetings, financial irregularities, and coded messages buried within company files. The deeper he goes, the more dangerous it becomes, and Nick realizes that this isn't just a business issue. Someone powerful doesn't want the truth to come out, and they'll do whatever it takes to silence anyone who gets too close. Nick's investigation becomes an obsession. He spends late nights in the Newman office, poring over documents and surveillance footage, looking for the missing piece that ties everything together. His relationships begin to suffer as he grows increasingly withdrawn. Sharon worries that he's heading down a dark path again, one that could cost him everything. Even his sister Victoria becomes suspicious, warning him not to overstep. But Nick's gut tells him that this isn't something he can ignore. As he follows the trail, he discovers shocking connections. Names he recognizes, people he once trusted. The evidence points towards someone close to the family, someone with the motive and resources to orchestrate the whole thing. But confronting them isn't simple. Every move Nick makes feels like a game of chess, where one wrong step could expose him or endanger the people he loves most. Nick's determination grows stronger when he realizes that the threat extends beyond Newman Enterprises. The investigation takes a personal turn when he discovers that his daughter Summer may have unknowingly become entangled in the scheme. Suddenly, this isn't just about protecting the company. It's about protecting his family. He vows that no matter what it takes, he will expose the truth and make sure those responsible face the consequences. Throughout the investigation, fans see a new side of Nick. Not just a loyal son or caring father, but a relentless truth seeker willing to put himself on the line for justice. It's a gripping transformation, reminiscent of his earlier years when he fought against corruption and tried to carve out his own path separate from Victor's influence. But now, with age and experience, Nick's approach is sharper, more controlled, and infinitely more dangerous. The more he learns, the clearer it becomes that Victor Newman may know more than he's letting on. Nick's conversations with his father grow tense, as Victor subtly warns him not to dig too deep. Victor's infamous line, "You don't always need to know everything, son," echoes in Nick's mind, making him wonder if his father is protecting the family or covering something up. This isn't the first time Nick has clashed with Victor over morality, but this time feels different. The stakes are higher, the consequences more severe. Meanwhile, Victoria tries to mediate, torn between siding with her father's pragmatic secrecy and Nick's moral determination. The siblings' dynamic becomes strained, and old rivalries resurface. Nick accuses Victoria of prioritizing business over family, while she fires back that his idealism could destroy everything their father built. For longtime viewers, it's classic Newman family drama. Loyalty versus legacy, truth versus power, and love versus betrayal. As Nick digs further, he uncovers a shocking twist. The mysterious scheme isn't just about corporate espionage. It ties into an old Newman family secret buried decades ago. The realization shakes him to the core. Files hidden deep within Victor's archives reveal evidence connecting past events. A cover-up, a betrayal, and a name that no one expected to resurface. The truth threatens to rewrite Newman family history and destroy reputations that have stood for years. Nick is torn between revealing the truth and protecting his family's legacy. For the first time, he begins to understand the burden his father has carried all these years. The weight of secrets, the sacrifices made to protect the Newman empire. But even as he empathizes, Nick can't shake the conviction that the only way forward is through honesty. As the investigation reaches its breaking point, Nick is forced into a dangerous confrontation with the person behind the scheme. In a tense, edge-of-your-seat showdown, Nick corners a culprit, demanding answers. What follows is one of the most intense moments in Y&R history, filled with raw emotion, shocking confessions, and devastating consequences. The confrontation ends with Nick realizing that the cost of truth is heavier than he imagined. He saved the company, but at a personal price. Relationships are fractured. Trust is broken, and the man who once stood as a family's moral anchor is now haunted by the choices he's had to make. When the dust settles, Nick is left questioning everything he thought he knew about himself and his family. The investigation may be over, but its effects linger. Victor, ever the strategist, steps in to repair the damage, but his relationship with Nick remains strained. There's mutual respect, but also a deep, unspoken divide. Sharon offers Nick comfort, reminding him that truth is rarely easy but always necessary. Her support gives him a moment of peace in the storm. As Genoa City moves forward, Nick stands at crossroads. He's proven once again that he's more than just Victor's son. He's a man with his own code, his own sense of justice, and the courage to face the truth no matter the cost. But the experience leaves him changed. He's more cautious, more guarded, yet also more determined than ever to live by his values. The fallout from his investigation will ripple through Newman Enterprises and the entire town for months to come. Enemies have been exposed, alliances tested, and family loyalties redefined. But one thing remains certain. Nick Newman has cemented his place as one of Genoa City's most complex and compelling characters. A man driven by love, haunted by duty, and forever caught between right and wrong. For fans of the young and the restless, this storyline is everything they crave. Mystery, family drama, emotional depth, and the enduring power of the Newman name. Nick's investigation may have begun as a quest for truth, but ends as a revelation. Not just about the people around him, but about himself. He's no longer the shadow of his father or the echo of his past. He's Nick Newman, the heart of Genoa City's moral compass, and the one man who will never stop fighting for what's right, no matter how high the cost.